Hi, so fucking drunk, back again at Kitchen of Dreams with yet another attempt at beer review. This beer review is touching on my heart. This beer review is dedicated to Barry. All the beer, no idea. The man was an absolute legend. I used to binge watch his stuff at 4 o'clock in the morning when I get up from my work. Leave some comments, always a bit of witty banter between the two of us. Scots English thing, I quite liked that, Barry. And he sent me up a couple of glasses. He sent me up a Star of Pramen glass because he obviously didn't like it. And he sent me up. He actually texted me and asked me if I tried the Camden Stout, which I hadn't. And that's what I'm going to review just now. It's 4% in the Richter scale for the Camden Stout. And it's the reason I've not tried it. There is Sainsbury's up here, but the nearest Sainsbury's are like 2 camel rides and having to go through the Gaza Strip in Glasgow to try and get to a Sainsbury's where I live. Anyway, it's probably a poor joke actually, but it's topical. It's topical. You cannot deny that. So anyway, he sent me that, and he sent me, as I said, the Star of Pramen. He sent me a Christmas beer as well, which I'll review. And he sent me one of those, a Camden Town glass, which is pretty good. So I've got the proper glassware. Barry knows I'm a bit of a glass snob like himself. So let's get it sparked and let's get it in to the Camden glass. 4% the Richter scale. They say this is the next best thing out of England. Was there anything good out of England? Nah, there's been a few good beers out of England. Camden, I've only tried the Hellies and I quite liked it. And I've seen it on the Perfect Draft as well, and I'm probably quite tempted to go up and have a go now that I've got a Camden glass. Cheers, Barry. So anyway, look at the cascade on that. That's absolutely outstanding. I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying looking at that. It's mesmerising. So anyway, Barry, thank you again. I salute you, my sir. So let's get into the beer when it comes up. It's actually a long cascade. Look at that. Oh, that's almost taking as long as Guinness. I watched a couple of guys review this actually because I didn't think I was going to get it. And then there was a few of them are saying it's very, very similar to Guinness. Well, So Fucking Drunk is drank probably the Irish Sea's worth of Guinness in his time, in all his years. I'll let you into a wee secret, right? The first time I ever tried Guinness was in Ireland and I thought it was disgusting. I was 17 years old. I was in Ireland with my older cousin and we went to a bar and he got 2 pints of Guinness. I looked at it because I liked the look of it, and when I took one mouthful at it I went, that is fucking disgusting. And the first real pint of Guinness where I appreciated it was a way back, and when would that be? Oh my god, that was about 100 years ago. It was a way back a long, long time ago, and it was in Glasgow city centre, and I was working with a guy, and we walked into a pub, and he says, what do you want to drink? I says, just get me a pint of whatever you're drinking. I came back, there was 2 pints of Guinness on the bar. I went, oh my god, I hate that stuff. And you know what? I ended up 4 or 5 pints that night and I actually quite enjoyed them. I don't know why. Best Guinness in the world, Irish, and I thought it was rotten. So anyway, let's go in for the nose of the Camden Stout. See what we've got. We've got a little, sort of like golden roast coffee coming up. Sort of light vanilla note. A little bit of light milky chocolate. But anyway, it's all about the taste. So anyway, So Fucking Drunk, drinking a Camden Stout, Camden Stout Smooth, 4% in the Richter scale. Cheers, Barry. Enjoy. Picasso, you enjoy your retirement, sir. I know you'll be back. We know you'll be back as beer tubers. I've done this before. I know that. You'll be back, sir. All the best to you, Barry, and thank you very, very much. You touched my heart by sending me this up. Ciao for now. Good night. Ooh. I can actually see where they've got the similarities to Guinness to that. It's actually quite smooth. It's an easy drinker. But a lot of people who like the stouts and they dabble, and I'm talking about the younger guys that come in and they try the craft stouts and then they dabble into Guinness and they think Guinness is thin. Guinness is a benchmark for most of these stouts. Beers like Guinness, Beamish, and I would even go as far to say Murphy's. These are the three Irish beers that are the benchmark for a lot of these beers. Scots and English didn't seem to be able to come out with great stouts, but ever since the craft beer revolution happened, they have hit out with a few really decent ones. Real ale companies seem to come out with good ones, the dark beers and the winter ones. I get it is very thin on the tongue. It is very thin. It's one of those kind of beers that 4% of Richter scale, that's an easy session. It's an easy session. I think the first one's a bit of, you think to yourself, oh, it's not a Guinness. It's not a Guinness. Yeah, of course it's not a Guinness, it's a Camden. It's a Camden Stout. But you know what? That's actually quite good. 4%. It might have been better if Camden had brought this out maybe at 5 in a Richter. It might have a wee bit of thicker body on it. It might have been chapping on the door of the Guinness. Recently I've been trying a lot of stouts. I've tried the Conor McGregor contender to the Guinness throne. He seems to think he's going to knock Guinness out. I don't think you will, Conor, but do you know what? You'll get a lot of converts. It is pretty decent. Guinness is out there. It's a way out there ahead of all these guys. And you know what? That's actually not that bad. It is a bit thin. Maybe Camden could maybe take it away. They could maybe think, well, okay, I've watched Sofa King drunk and he seems he's drank the Irish Sea's worth of Guinness, and maybe come back with a 5%. And you know what? That could be chapping on a door. That could be chapping on a door. But it is actually quite nice. I've got to admit that. It is a little bit thin in all areas. It's thin on the coffee, it's thin on the vanilla, which Guinness is, but it's very, very similar. It's like one of those ones, it's like a Guinness. I'm actually going to just say this. I'm going to just come out right out and say this. It's like a Guinness non-alcoholic. Maybe a little bit thicker than a Guinness non-alcoholic. And believe me, that is actually pretty tasty. The Guinness, if you've tried the non-alcoholic Guinness, or Guinness Zero, or whatever the hell they call it, it's actually not that bad. But this is not that bad. It's probably a little bit better than that, but it could be a lot better than that, if you know what I mean. So let's get the eyes on and see what it says on the tin, lad. It says Camden Stout Smooth, Camden Town Brewery. They're London based, I know that. Old news, fresh news. I like that. That was quite funny. It's okay to be big-headed. I must be talking about Barry. When it comes to stout, we use nitrogen bubbles to give it smooth. It's not thick. It's not thick, creamy head. Come on, get a grip. And it's full of character. This is a fresh take on a classic style. They're talking about Guinness, a fresh take on a classic style. It is pretty good. And you know what? If I see this, when I get my 2 camel rides and go through the Gaza Strip to get to my local Sainsbury's, I think I could quite possibly buy a box and I don't mind it. That's going to be a nice one on the side with something else accompanying it. It's unoffensive. It's not as good as Guinness, but do you know what? It's like a tapered down Guinness. So anyway, what am I going to give? The Camden Stout. 4% in a Richter scale. All the beer, no idea. Picasso, you're a star. You're an absolute legend. I know you'll be back. I know you'll be back. I'm going to give that a Sofa King drunk rating of... I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 from Sofa King drunk. So if you've had the Camden Stout, you liked it, you didn't like it, you know the script. drop a line below. And if not, you stayed along to the end of this video, so fucking drunk, salute you. And listen, Barry might not be online, but his channel is online. All the beer, no idea. Check it out. The guy was actually, he was like crack cocaine at one point. I couldn't get enough of him. Ciao for now. If you stayed along in this video, if you stayed along in this video, I salute for you. I salute you, and if not, well, you've no stayed along in this video. I've lost the plot here. The crack cocaine joke was came from nowhere. Ciao for now.